to basically play around with the new mastermind. So if you would not know who it is, firstly it is Nikolai from the story we had in the last one, which I didn't do, which is Jill. But now we have Nikolai with stage 1 Nemesis. So I don't have all these unlockables, but basically at the start I've played a few rounds and he feels a bit great. So first off, with his bioweapon, he has his shortened Nemesis time whenever you're being tracked or defeated. So the aim of the game is, you know, to quickly track people and keep them going so you can get him faster. With his other one, Stars, automatically tracks all when controlling Nemesis. Is basically you have wall hacks while you control Nemesis. And the Accelerate I'll get into later, what the Accelerate cooldown is. This, I have unlocked his secondary one, but basically if I hit someone with a firearm, so you know the turrets, they will instantly become trackable. And if they're below 75% health, they become tracked. Then you have the firearm related one and the increased firearm duration. And if you notice something, they all pair up. Oh look, and if you look, well, let's say this, it's shortened when they're tracked, but then my firearms are trackable and I can get one less for my card. HUD. Right, and his two effect things are activated radar pulse, so they track all the survivors, so that is really amazing as the tracking can stack. And you have the high caliber gun, which is Sentry, which I'm not going to be using. And then you have his increased leg trap and the light machine gun, which I believe I haven't played with it, but I've kind of looked at it and thought, well, it's going to be a bit different, let's say. It's going to have, like, say, increased capacity, you know, on the characteristics. So basically, we're going to try and jump into a few games, get a few rounds in, and, you know, have some fun. So, if you know how Nemesis works in RE3, he has similar abilities like that. He has his run, you know, the really fast run. He has the rocket launcher. Which of course, if you who know was pretty good, can do a lot of damage. And also he has his tentacle attack. Each one has their own unique things, and you know, we will go for it. But we will think, so to go through his attacks, the square button is basically a punch. So think of it as the Tyrant's punch. He's of course doesn't have the speed, you know, when you first get him. So, you know, it's pretty slow, but it does a decent amount of damage. Does about 200 per hit and 260 if marked. Then we have his tentacle, which I believe is a circle or triangle, either one. And I think it's circle, which basically he will put the thing into the ground and basically will poke up like Alex's plant, and it will basically carry on. And basically hit them. If they stand right under it, they'll be knocked. If they stand a tiny bit next to it, they will be only like slowed. He also has his roar. That's his R1, which is his accelerate, which basically he will roar if anyone's in his radius in front of him, he will be stunned. And the last one, which is his rocket launcher, he can mount his weapon, can only have one shot, but it does 1,200 damage. So, Abandoned Park, let's go. So, these are usually my setup. Anyone stream sniping this, I will keep you banned. Don't worry. And this guy is basically firearms and tracking. So if people are using him correctly, I would recommend a few things to deal with him. Tyrone is a pretty good counter, as his ability, if you basically use his like ult, so his rally, he can basically make any single person it will make the shot lower of his exterminate, you know, his rocket launcher, so you can survive it. January is a pretty good counter to Nikolai when he's on his cameras to, you know, stop him from, you know, shooting him. And there are two other people that can. Valerie, if he plays the heal spray as the and if he sees the annihilate, so you can actually, you know, take the down and get back up. And one last person is actually Jill, which Jill, all you've got to do is just step out the way. Literally, that's all you got to do. So, also, with his accelerate, just remember, this guy I've done some testing with a mate, you can run from one side to the other side of spawn with it. So you can actually theoretically spawn trap. Hey to whoever's watching.
I provide great assurances to my clients. You will feel, and you will die. I am coming for you.
I want you all to be tracked and stay tracked.
You have a key. I doubt you will to use it.
Okay, someone's trying to be a bit. I want to keep the tracking going.
Run from me now.
I got up there. Nice. Keep going. I don't know what the thing's doing, but nope. That'll take you out your ult. Wow. Why? Why? Okay, get first round, I guess. Jeez. Wow. I want to show off Nemesis, jeez. I wouldn't mind if they rush me. I mean, it will show how much I can handle over pressure. So... oh, God. Oh, what is my next experiment? I mean, test subjects. I mean, survivors. That's it. So, if anyone's seen this, try and put in like, who is your favorite thing? Put in the comments like, who is your favorite thing? Mastermind. Also, as well, who would you like to see as a mastermind or a survivor? Also, we only have like 4 maps as well, so the devs could actually add some more. Doom. No zombies were harmed in the making of this game. The key to... Remember to brush your teeth before bed. Wow. Masterminds who have played the practice mode have a 38% higher success rate compared to those who haven't. Alright. Let's go. Abandoned park again. Oh boy. Honestly, I would increase the duration of... There was one thing I would have actually done with Nemesis, and that is increase his overall time frame. So, you know, more duration, but 1 minute for him, and also the fact is I can keep at least one person tracked at all times. I'm fine with. More tracks the better. So, yeah, I find I can get him back. You can get around 2 Nemesises in one room. And at the very end, at least, you can get thing. Also, just to remember how everyone, like, you can get you know, like the Tyrant has one, and like, you know, Birkin has one with the insta kills, but it's only one person. What he does is he sacrifices the 9,900, but it makes it ranged and AoE. So as long as you're in direct contact, also try and read people when you're thinking. If someone's right below you, just honestly learn. Like, focus on, don't always focus on like one person, like, oh, I'm gonna focus this Tyrone in this game. Nah, never do that. As Nemesis, you have the movement speed, and you have the insta-kill potential, and you can get it up. Focus people who you actually need to get down. Trust me. It works. Right then.
They always fulfill contracts. You're all as good as dead.
Okay, someone's rushing me.
You'll make me do this myself.
Instantly, I'm going to slow him down. I'm going to actually assemble a gun. I'm going to let... Okay, get up. That's 3 locked, so... She's actually shooting me. The prick.
This device may not be weak, but I only need the smoke to work.
Nope. Okay. I'm just gonna keep moving. Honestly, I'm not worrying about them. I mean, they're practically feeding me Nemesis, so I just want to delay them as long as possible. Nikolai's the next time slot is the better time staller than thing. Assemble. Look him. There's a thing called a machine gun. Why are you walking in? Nope. Joe? Thank you. nice! I can actually show them off. So basically, at this point, they're gonna die.
Perhaps you are tougher than I thought. I will not go easily.
There we go. That's a free nemesis. Now, I could open the door. Fair enough. But then what the fun is that? Snipe. Get off him! Do you think you are safe from Nemesis? Let's go! Right, a pulse. Track of mine, let's go. I am a rifle! Wow, you... Right, apples. Go ahead, Memado. Why are you shooting me? I'm only shooting you back. Nope. Oh, yep. They're on it, but... with the cause with greatly, I really don't think they're gonna get through this. So, yep, I've almost sealed them. They have to rush me. I'm just gonna do that. They should know how to deal with me. And guess what? They have. Ah, God. Could be worse. Then, that gives me my custom deck 3. Got a cosmetic chest. So I'm having some fun. Boom. Ah, God. Nikolai's a pain to go. I'm guessing Nikolai's going to be a pain to go against, unless you're a really good team at stopping him. There's just one thing I will say when versing him. Just don't get tracked. Just seriously, don't get tracked. So, in the first area, you have to try and avoid as much gunfire as possible. Getting hit by his guns severely puts you at a disadvantage in the long run. Try and stall out his nemesis to round 2. Once he has that pulse, so if it, let's say you are having that pulse card, that pulse card's gonna be pretty good. See, let's say you're somewhat close to getting it. You have to let people respect you. You have to basically at the start fill up as much as you can by tracking them in any means. Then in the second and third one, you need to make sure the tracking's good. So, honestly, if you're a well-experienced team, you will win against Nikolai. The only thing is go for some counters and watch what he does. Trust me. If he goes a track heavy or, you know, loadout, then you know he's going to have Nemesis in second stage. If you let him get it in the first stage, you have failed as survivors. Also, as well, there's one thing I will say. Okay. Don't do what many people do, please. Okay. His second nemesis is only good at the abilities that he has. So, you know, not his, like, you know, he can think. The only reason why the bioweapon changes, so the stars and the thing, don't go stars. Trust me. Oh look, I can see everyone. Yeah, but that's what the map does. I mean, could be worse. But it's only if like you love sprinting like a mayhem. Like, what can he really do after his sprinting? That's why let's say you time it right. Think it's good for repositioning yourself. You know, running up to people, scaring them until they're hitting the rocket launcher and shooting right ahead and catches you. So, I'm not saying that he's main or anything, but he just seems good. I mean, hell, he has the same aspects as Daniel. He's basically his Dexter's. Nikolai's Dexter Spencer. It's just Spencer's just with the ability to see everyone, and almost a bit is not meant to stall. He's good at stalling, don't get me wrong, but people who will rush, who are together, know that the more they go and the more they keep going, the less chance he has to get the tracks. Seriously, split it up. Make sure he can't get more than 4 tracks at one time, unless it's stage 2. Watch the cards on rotation. I have 1 zombie in the deck, which usually is a dog, but what's the point in a dog? But I could just go a dealer. Mastermind. Nikolai. Downtown. A player has left the game. God damn it. Why would I bother putting this on? The more speed you have, I have some pretty high things in the deck, so honestly, putting so many things that high in the deck, I need something to counter it, so I can always get something like that. Decent levels. This is going to be a bit fun. We're missing the January. So, main threats here, January. Instantly. generally is the main person who, if she's good, will really get on my nerves. If she's bad, well, it kind of means I can steamroll them to the point of I can kill them. And also, since that this is seemingly like a Nikolai map, we can go for it. At least you get a change of setting from park and research. You can actually see some other maps. Really? I never got that. Hey, a survivor can knock through that. Yep, that's my clone card. Hey, gimmick. All I want is to get a few tracks off you. Boom, done. Nice, the second you turn away, the second they've already broke through in the config. Glorious. Thanks for the tracks. Hey, there's a friendly face on the other side of the door. How about you say hi? Like, now. Fair enough. Okay, so a good team, and I'm slightly getting demolished. So, magnetic field, pulse. Okay, instantly while I've got them pulsed, I get a faster recharge. That's all I need. Quicker to recharge. Okay. Okay. Do you? I have. No. Get away from the duck. Hey. It's light. Go on.
But this is not.
Trace mine. This. Pulse. Okay, now I have to deal with these punks in the third area. If I get some good spawns, so it starts from the front, then the back, then the front, we kind of get an advantage.
I still have time to kill you.
I'll put a turret there.
You'll make me do this myself.
Has she really just done that? Heh, fair enough. I mean, hey.
No more skills. These are the weapons of tomorrow.
Ooh, really? Okay. Are you? Okay. Nope. Thanks for getting me out quicker. I think they actually nerfed that, so that's actually type of fun. No. She's actually gonna just leave. What? Nope. Oh god. Right. I'll probably end it here.